Hi, hello. Is this Laron?
Yeah, yeah,
Hey,
this
Laron. This is
him.
Tommy. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, man?
I'm doing good, man. Just mentioned this going to be recorded and potentially uploaded. How can I help you?
Oh, I just wanted to ask you a question. Like, how did you get your YouTube channel started and all that good stuff?
Okay. You want to do YouTube?
Yeah, I want to get into it, but like, I don't know where to start and all that.
Okay. Well, the main thing is initially when I first started YouTube, Laron, I just wanted to test things out basically. So I spent a long time just trying out, for example, different niches. Niches are basically, by the way, like trying out different topics and so on. Like I tried out like comedy first, gaming. I tried out pranks. I tried out like vlogs. I just see exactly what I like and what I don't like. And then once I found out like, hey, I actually do like finance and money and talking about this stuff, and then I made my channel about that. But step by step, man, the first step to YouTube is not usually going to be like the equipment or how fancy you are or any of that stuff. It's a part of it. Production is a part of it, but the most important part is going to be like your content and like what you have to offer. So whatever you do choose to do, like whatever niche you pick, for example, just make sure you're going to enjoy it. You actually like it, and you can bring something new to it. For example, like yourself, because you're a new person to it. So you bring new stories and new everything. So that makes a big difference.
Oh, okay. Cause yeah, I see a lot of people on YouTube, and I be wanting to reach out to them, but I don't think they respond to anybody because they're so famous and all that.
What do you mean?
Like, some people give you bad advice. Cause I be
What?
asking people like, what's a good niche to start off with, and they just tell me vlogging and gaming, and I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm not
cause
really into
yeah.
that
So
type of stuff.
the thing is,
Yeah.
right? There's three levels, right? There's three things you have to look for: something you're good at, something you like, and something that's gonna make you money in the long term. But it all comes down to how do you give someone value. When you look at, for example, like an entertainment channel, it's more like the value there is to entertain someone and distract them from the stress of the day or whatever. Now, whatever you choose to do, you can't ask anybody about it. It's more like, what do Laurent actually like, and what am I interested in? And then you see if YouTube is actually rewarding that. For example, if you like sports, are there sports
Mhm.
channels? Do they do well? The answer is yes. Well, how do they post? When do they post? What's the content about? What does the audience say? What's missing here? What can I do different? How can I get started? And then you go from there. But the point is, you get started with something you're interested in. And you give it at least like 18 months to actually flourish. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. Yes, that makes sense. Okay.
Now, what are
That's
you interested
all.
in?
Me, building your credit, sports, gaming a little bit, mainly like basketball content, stuff
Mm-hmm.
like that.
Well, the first thing
Um,
is, YouTube is like, remember cable? When
yeah,
cable used to be like, if you go to like Disney Channel or like Cartoon Network or ESPN, whatever it is, you expect to see something there. Like Cartoon Network is for like cartoons. Disney World is like for those little kids like acting, and then ESPN was like for sports, right? Same thing
yeah.
with YouTube. So when you make a channel, it has to be about a niche. So if you pick basketball, it has to be just about basketball. If you pick, for example, like more like Y sports than Y sports news, has to be about that. If you pick like credit and like for example like finance as a whole, it has to be about that. Now you have two ways to do it. You can either go wide, where you say like my channel is more wide, right? When I can make a video about credits, video about like how to pay off your debts, video about like what's going on with Bitcoin, invest in stocks, that's more wide. Or you can do, for example, like more narrow, when all you do is talk about credit and you basically become like an expert in that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. That's literally all I needed to hear.
Well,
That was some.
I'll tell you something else though, right?
Yeah.
Um, what do you think is the biggest search engine in the world? Which one is it?
Far
Search
on
engine, like,
YouTube,
no. What's the biggest search engine in the world? Like, what do people use to search things the most in the world?
YouTube.
No, it's Google. right?
Oh yeah.
The second one is YouTube, right? So you have to remember, look this up and write this down. There's something called SEO optimization. That basically means you make it easier for the algorithm to recommend your videos because basically your titles, descriptions, and actual video and tags are optimized. Meaning you have to make videos about things people are actually searching for. So saying like, I got a credit card? No. Saying how to get your first credit card as a beginner? That's more optimized. Now,
yeah, that is, yeah.
The tool I use for that is called TubeBuddy, right? And when you sign up, use my name, Tommy Bryson, you get like 20% off. But it's a good tool. It helps you optimize everything you actually need to know. A book that I love and I recommend, and I just finished reading it today, by the way, is called YouTube Secrets: The Ultimate Guide to Growing Your Following and Maximizing Money as a Video Influencer. It's by Sean Cannell and Ben G. Travis. That book right there is going to tell you exactly how YouTube works, what it takes, and how to get started. But the number one thing is to stop overthinking things, start making content, be consistent, and just do the work. You feel me?
Yeah, okay. Oh, okay.
Any more questions?
Okay. No, that was about it. That was about all the questions I had for you.
All right, awesome, man. If you ever feel like you have another question, feel free to schedule a call and I'll get to you. All right?
All right, thank you.
All right, peace out, Lauren.
All right, peace out, man.
Peace out. All right, guys, so that right there was LaRon, if I'm not mistaken here. I want to get his name correctly here. Yeah, LaRon Johnson. You know, and the big thing is, when people want to start YouTube, most of the times they ask so many questions. You know, like, questions are great, but don't ask your friends, right? You ask people that are actually doing it. So if you can reach out to a YouTuber, great. But if you can't, don't say like, oh, they're too famous, they don't want to talk to me, it's bad advice, blah, blah. No, all right? What you want to do is you go on YouTube. The platform where you want to get on, go on YouTube and search up, hey, what are the best niches? Like, how do you do this? How do you do that? How do you edit? When do I post? There's a video literally everywhere on YouTube about how to get started with YouTube because basically there's demand for that. Thus, YouTubers are going to make content around it. So that's the best university ever. YouTube is the best place to go ahead and learn about whatever you actually want to learn about when it comes to YouTube. Now, one thing is, if I could stop everything right now, and I had to ask myself, Tommy, what would you do if you started YouTube all over again? Like, what would be your strategy? Okay, you're at 0 subscribers, you know nobody in the space, you're brand new to it. The first thing, honestly, I would do is I would pick a niche, right? My niche, obviously, is going to be finance. The second thing is going to be, hey, I need to know exactly what the space is like. Who is my audience, okay? What do they want? What pain do they have? And how do I go ahead and solve it? Right, so I know my audience cares about money, how to make more, how to invest. That's what they want to find out. How to get passive income, how to build credit, everything finance, really. And then I want to go, for example, on the top 10 or top 15 financial channels on YouTube. I want to study them. I want to find out exactly what they do versus what I can do. That's the whole idea there. Like a little research paper on my competitors. And I want to see what can I do better that they don't do, basically. And by the way, big YouTubers, they have more ideas than they have time, honestly. So what can you do differently? You read all of their comments, you interact with everyone, and you answer all the questions, you take all the ideas, and then you go ahead and start making content. Now, how often do you post? The answer is gonna be, for me personally, I post every day. If you're just gonna start with like a video a week and that's it. How do you get started? The answer is you don't need a fancy camera like I do right now. All you need is a smartphone and a little mic you can buy basically on Amazon for like $10, okay? Use whatever tools you actually have right now. Production is important, but it's not the number one thing when you're first gonna start it. As you keep making content, remember, tell everyone you know about your YouTube channel. That will then give you feedback, and on top of that also, get subscribers. Your first 100 subscribers are gonna come from basically the people you usually know in your circle. You keep advertising while you're making content. Don't pay for advertising unless you have the money. People wanna get things so quickly, but usually you advertise, people come to your channel, and you have no content, it just makes no sense, right? So you have to have content first. You make content once a week. Consistency is key. If you can go out there and collaborate, then go out there and collaborate. That's also gonna help your channel grow. But the big thing is build a community. Interact with those 2-3 people that are actually talking to you in the comments. When it comes to haters, you go ahead and you ignore them usually. It makes no sense. You know, I used to respond, but you never know who that person is. If they know where you live, basically, and if they're kind of weird, okay? It's just not worth it, okay? So just ignore the haters and just keep pursuing what you're doing. Now, for some people, success will come easily. Maybe 3 months, maybe 4 months, maybe a year. For my fiance, me personally, okay, it took me 11 years to get on YouTube, okay? 11 years. My fiance, it took her like around 6 months. She has around 4,000 5K subscribers right now, okay? And she thinks she's not doing that well. In reality, she's doing amazingly. But again, everyone is on their own journey. The point is, you have to make content and you have to be patient enough to just wait until things actually develop. That's the core idea. Step by step, that's the way you get ahead. And that's why the audience is called the Turtle Squad, you know, because turtles just move step by step, consistency, but it's not in a rush. All right. So start posting content, keep reading, stay interested, communicate with people, engage with them, ask them questions, be less selfish, and focus only on your audience and help them out, help them out, help them out. And then step by step, make your content better. Obviously, you start to, for example, have a little better equipment here and there. Once you start making money from YouTube, hire editors, okay? Don't just go out there spend money on trash. No, hire editors, okay? To make the workload even better and faster. Hire someone to help you upload the content, plan your content, batch your content, right? Meaning, don't make one video in one day. No, make multiple videos and then you edit them throughout the week. That way you can get everything done very quickly, very fast. And you can upload them. If you're uploading once a week, it's really only 52 videos. I know it sounds like a lot, but over here, we make around 4, 6, 10 videos a day. It's not that hard. Like, the best way is you gotta get started right now. On top of that, last question I'm gonna answer is, Tommy, how do I get comfortable in front of the camera? The answer is, well, if you wanna do YouTube and get comfortable, you're gonna be uncomfortable, okay? It was never like super fun, like me being outside with my big camera, vlogging and so on. The answer is usually it is weird, okay? But the more you do it, the less you care about it, okay? Nobody really cares about you. On top of that, when you're filming here, the more you talk, the more hours you put in, the better you get. You know, I forgot who the guy's name is, but it's on a book. It's called, I forgot the name, honestly. But the idea is that in order to get very, very good at a craft and build mastery, it's gonna take around 10,000 hours. If you're working, for example, 40 hours a week on it, that's around like 5 to 6 years, okay? It doesn't take as long as you probably think it does, but you need to put in more and more and more time. That's it, okay? Just get started as far as YouTube. I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. If you guys want to call me one-on-one, talk to me, well, join me down below description and schedule a call today. The calls are free, so get in while you actually still can. On top of that, also, if you want to subscribe right now. On top of that, like this video, it helps a lot. And lastly, if you want to watch more content, here's a video right here. Also click my face right here. And by the way, if you want to DM me right here at Tommy Bryson on Instagram. See you guys tomorrow, and as always, peace.